And now to talk about assessments and how you can get an A+ in this course. So as in all your previous courses, this course also has a bunch of individual assessments and a bunch of group assessments. And the stream site carries a lot of minute detail around what those assessments are. However, in this little video, I'm going to cover them very quickly. So first, the course exam. Unlike the Leadership and People course, the exam in this course is going to be handled on day 2, at the end of day 2. It is going to be a mini essay format, still closed book, still closed notes, still closed readings, but a mini essay rather than a short question format. And the mini essays that you will be expected to write are all from the content that's been covered in day 1. That includes the stuff around adaptiveness and resilience. It includes the stuff around the different classifications and the terms of change. It includes the stuff around Kurt Lewin and his 3-step change model. And it includes all the stuff around the internal and the external environment of the organization. Now, the key to the mini essay is that not only am I looking for content in terms of your knowledge and understanding of the materials you've learned in the session, but I also want to understand that you've been able to translate it to your organization, because in every single question, I'm expecting you to connect it to an example from work. That's the exam. Thereafter, there is the live business challenge, the organizational change challenge. Now here, as you know from your stream site, I'm going to get a couple of senior managers, one from a bank and one from a trust, to come and talk to you about their specific change initiative, something that they are currently undergoing in their organizations. And thereafter, on the day, which is on day 3, after they've presented, you'll have to make a choice between one or the other of those firms as the one that you're going to work with. And thereafter, you will get the questions that I want you to answer on the change challenge you've picked. So I'm going to make those questions available to you on day 3, directly the session starts. Again, as in the case of the exam, I'm going to be looking to see how you connect all the grounded organizational context that you're being made privy to by both the speakers to all the change theories, etc., that you know. The last individual assessment is a reflective essay. Again, here, what I'm asking you to do is to deploy the CVF instrument, the Competing Values Framework, Quinn's Competing Value Framework instrument. I'm asking you to deploy it for your own organization. See, part of that instrument we have done in class, and there's another small bit that you will do offline. And once you've done those two, you've pretty much completed the instrument. You then need to explain, therefore, how that relates to the organization in terms of change. Again, the stream site has a lot of very granular detail about this assessment. So once you've completed these 3 individual assessments, 70 marks are gone. Then there are the 2 group assessments. The first group assessment is a group literature review. And I have assigned readings to groups of 7 or 8, as the case may be. And roughly there are 7 or 6 or 7 or 8 readings that each group has got to work with. I've also given you very clear instructions in the stream site as to what are the criteria for getting marks. Thereafter, the only thing I want to tell you is be very clear that the folks who are listening to you, your colleagues, would not have taken the trouble of reading those readings on the implicit basis that you're going to tell them everything. So please, I want your PowerPoints to be very, very well set up. I want you to use multimedia. I want you to use little tools and tasks if you want your colleagues to do stuff, so theories get embedded. And I want you to do all of that in half an hour. Half an hour is a very long time. So if you can engage your colleagues for half an hour and are able to demonstrate that you really understood those readings and how they apply to real life context, you've done your job. Excellent. The other group assignment, of course, is a case study. Now, the Jess Westerly case is a very nifty case, and it's very, very suited to you folks because it's about change in really classic conditions. Here's this young lady. She's in middle management. She's very bright. She's extremely competent, but she doesn't have power. And she's trying to implement something that is a change for which the organization has absolutely no sense of urgency because they're doing very well. These are the situational markers for many of you when you go to start some change in your organizations. I'm very keen to find out how you as groups manage to find a way forward for Jess Westerly. Again, in doing that, I want to see how many models you use and how you deploy them.